Hey, what's going on everyone? Matthew from therighttrader.com here. Today I'm going to go over the top 7 best dividend paying stocks. And I really went ahead and picked out a nice varied assortment of just good, stable dividend stocks that paid regularly and consistently, with also some nice stock appreciation and growth. So yeah, hopefully stocks that can maybe outshine the general market a bit over the next few years. So yeah, let me go ahead and get started right here. Obviously, I'm starting off with pretty popular stock, Apple. So let me just pull up a larger time frame here. This goes without saying. I mean, the stock is just excellent. It keeps going up, and it still has a bit to go. You know, it's a bit of a safer play, but there's still some room to grow, and it does pay out a nice dividend. What I would like to mention is that I do think that Apple will slowly but surely increase their dividend. You know, they have so much cash that that's definitely something that could be done. And so yeah, that's just a matter of time, I guess, and the decision of the company. But that is something to look out for. So if you are looking for a bit of a safer play, Apple is definitely a great stock to go with. Next up, we have Bank of Hawaii. This is a stock that I wasn't really that familiar with just a couple days ago, but I was just doing some research and I noticed that it was actually a really strong stock, just growth-wise, and it does pay out a really nice dividend. So with the two things combined, I think it's a great stock. And I do encourage you guys to look around for some bank stocks, especially the more localized banks and just investment firms, because some of them do pay really nice dividends. And if you guys see stable stock growth, that's a great sign, and it probably is a pretty good play as well. And yeah, I should mention that a lot of stocks can seem attractive because of their dividends, but you do have to pay attention to stable stock growth, because if the stock isn't growing, then you may not get the returns that you were expecting. Here's a little bit of a more undercover stock, if you will. Simon Property Group. They're a really big real estate company, and they own a lot of malls. So obviously the retail space is a little bit controversial right now. And I guess there is some risk involved in investing in retail type companies, but this stock is absolutely amazing as well. I mean, it just had steady growth, has been able to recover from the previous crash, and it has a really nice dividend. Obviously, these real estate companies pay usually pretty big dividends, much more than other stocks, and this one is just great. I mean, we get a 4.37% dividend with good stock growth. You can't ask for much more. One thing that I'd like to point out is that the stock is actually experiencing a bit of a pullback here, and I think that this is actually a pretty nice entry point. So yeah, I am eyeing this stock for sure. Moving on, we have Exxon Mobile. This has been a bit of a classic dividend stock, I feel like, and pays out a nice dividend, as you can see. Good stock growth. Obviously, the oil space has been a little bit volatile recently, and sort of like the retail space may see I guess some pullbacks and stuff, but overall it deserves to be on the list. It has great stock growth, and right now is a little bit of a stagnation period. So I guess you'd have to see what happens, but I will throw this one in there just because it is one of the more stable and better paying dividend stocks out there. Next up, we have Microsoft. So this one is pretty similar to Apple. May see a little bit more stock growth, which is good. The stock has really taken off actually in recent years, and it's been paying out a good dividend. So not much to say there. You all know Microsoft. Same as Apple, this one should be a pretty decent stock for the next few years. Next up, we have a Southern Company. This is a utility company, and this one pays out a really nice dividend, and also has some great stock growth here. So if you're interested in this, go ahead and do your research, but I think it's a great stock. And finally, we have Home Depot stock. This is one that I will disclose that I do own shares of Home Depot. I've been long Home Depot for a while, and it's just an amazing stock because it kind of never fails me. It just keeps going up, and every time that I look at my position, it's always growing slowly but surely. So if you're into that, this is definitely a stock that I would pay attention to. Pays a nice dividend, has just kept on going up. Maybe a little bit overextended right now. I'm not sure. It depends, I guess. But with all the natural disasters around the U.S., the stock has been gaining some traction, obviously. So yeah, that is something to pay attention to. It has seen a nice rise in the past and then dropped, but it has recovered from that. So I think that it is a trustworthy stock nonetheless. So yeah, this is it for my top and best dividend stocks to invest in and buy. Obviously, this isn't financial advice. This is just for educational purposes. But yeah, I encourage you to do your research on these companies, and let me know if you guys have some of your favorite dividend stocks. I'm interested to see what you guys are buying. And yeah, make sure to leave a like. Make sure to subscribe to be notified when I post new stock and investing videos. And yeah, thanks for watching.